Whether you found us online,
saw our shiny Airstream driving down the highway,
or this is the very first time you have ever heard of it,
you're probably wondering,
what the heck is Wanderlocal? It started like most good things do, over a cold brew. Rewind 2 years ago. We had just decided to sell everything. The house, the cars, the stuff. We were embracing a life of minimalism, and we were hitting the road to travel the world.
When our friends first found out, they thought we were crazy. And the first thing that came to mind is that they said we should start a YouTube channel. The only problem with starting a YouTube channel is it needs a name.
So we started brainstorming about what our favorite travel experiences had been in the past, and two major things stood out.
We know we love to wander. We love to experience new things. I mean, after all, our first date was skydiving, jumping out of a plane. So the bar was set very high to begin with.
And the second piece was our best experiences weren't the ones at the big chain hotels or the all-inclusive resorts. It was when we were experiencing the culture, the history, the places, the shops that locals visited. And that's how Wanderlocal was born. The more we talked about this concept of Wanderlocal, the more we realized that traveling this way had made us better people. And better people tend to make the world a better place.
And we wanted to make the world a better place, but it requires you to take action. So we started to do a little bit of research.
Did you know that when you shop with a local business, for every $100 you spend, 73 of those go straight back into your community? Compared when you shop with a non-local business, only 43 of those dollars do. So $73, 43, making new jobs, improving your roads, improving the schools in your community. Seems like a no-brainer.
Wandering local is more important now than it ever has, thanks to the pandemic. Your favorite bars, restaurants, accommodations, arts, culture, they need us to pull together and support our local communities.
In a world where we're all busy and we need conveniences, how do you shop local and still make it work for your life?
And over the last 2 years, we've gotten this down to a science.
While we're in Santa Fe, New Mexico this week, we figured we'd show you exactly how we do it. But first,
we are super serious about this initiative. So much so, we got the license plate. One of the easiest ways we contribute to local communities is by booking local campgrounds. But that's what Lauren does, so I'm gonna have her explain.
booking local accommodations doesn't have to just be for campgrounds. If you're not RVing, you can do these exact same things by searching for Airbnbs or for local boutique hotels. But since you guys know we're full-time RV life, I do a lot of research about campgrounds and how to find local. So I figured I'd share some of my favorites. There are tons of other applications like Campendium, which I like as well, but when it comes to being able to quick and easily search to find local businesses, it's pretty hard to beat Google. I usually just start with RV parks, and we're in Santa Fe, New Mexico, and a search. Google Maps is really where I like to find the best ones. What I love about this is that you're gonna get so many results, but I don't wanna see everything, I wanna see the best. So I go up to ratings and say 4.5 stars or more is a starting point. KOAs are great for a quick need, but they're not locally owned. So I'm always looking for the best locally owned spot. Santa Fe Skies RV Park is actually where we're staying this week. And as you can see, with over 400 reviews, it looks pretty legit. So I would just simply go to their website and see what it looks like. When you click on the About, you can easily see Santa Fe Skies RV Park is family built, owned, and operated. And that's exactly what I'm looking for. Locally owned, great reviews, can't really go wrong. One thing I will note about searching for local accommodations, especially campgrounds, it often means that you do have to pick up the phone and actually call them, which is a little bit inconvenient, but in the long run, your stay is going to be a lot more unique and the customer service tends to be a notch above, so it's worth it in the long run. I kind of sprained my ankle really bad last episode, so one of the things that we have to shop for this week is hiking boots with ankle support. The same way we searched for a local campground is exactly how we found this hiking shop. Google.
When Laura and I first started this Wanderlocal journey, we wanted to shop as American-made as possible, but unfortunately that's not always the case. So we created a 4-tiered Wanderlocal shopping system. The first, we try to buy locally sourced products from local business owners. Think of like your farmers markets and things like that. Secondly, we'll buy American products that are maybe not necessarily sourced from local areas, but are sold by local business owners. We consider this our tier 2 shopping experience. 3, we'll buy non-American made products, but they're still being sold by local business owners. Think of like your local retailers. They have some American products, but they also have some non-American products. It's still a local business. And 4th, this is where it's really just a last-ditch effort. We'll buy American products that are sold by some of the big retailers, like your big grocery store chains. You'll have a lot of stuff that can be local, but you're also gonna have some stuff that is just not local. And you just kind of do the best you can at the end of the day.
All right, let's see if we can't find some hiking boots with some ankle support.
She twisted her ankle a few weeks ago.
So go ahead and put your left heel here for me, and then go ahead and stand up. Big bag, if you guys are walking around?
No. Okay. We can throw it in our truck.
Boot success!
Another really good local tip is if you don't take the bags, not only are you helping the environment, but it's another thing that costs a local business money. So you can help them save a couple dollars sometimes even.
While we're out the other day, somebody recommended that we check out La Montanita Co-op, which is
a local grocery store.
A local grocery store.
Apparently it's one of the largest co-op grocery stores in the country. So we just got lucky on that one. We're looking forward to checking this place out, because usually one of the only places we can find local groceries and produce is farmers markets, which typically won't have everything that you need for the week.
And sometimes they have limited hours as well. It's not like they're open 7 days a week, farmers markets, so this is a great option.
Bags in the truck, so we're just gonna load them up into the bags when we get to the truck. This is easier inside the store. In addition to some beautiful produce by local farmers, we also found a Santa Fe magnet, which is something we collect on all of our travels. But now that we have groceries, it's time to head back to the Airstream, get them in the refrigerator, and get freshened up, because we have an exciting cultural experience to share with y'all tonight. We love to check out local restaurants as part of our Wanderlocal adventures. Usually when I'm doing that, it's kind of spur of the moment. Break out my phone and I hit Google Maps. When I'm looking through here, it's pretty quick and easy to spot a local restaurant. And one of the quickest ways to know whether or not it's local or not is just taking a look at the site. About us, original concept, been a part of the Santa Fe community for more than 60 years. But we're not going to Bumblebee's tonight. We have picked out somewhere extra special, because since we're in Santa Fe, New Mexican food is not the same as your normal Mexican food that you would get anywhere else across the country. And this place is known for some of the very best New Mexican cuisine in Santa Fe. So we're really excited to share it with you. Still treating that sprained ankle gingerly. Getting better though. But tonight we are eating dinner at Gabriels, and it looks delicious. Another thing that Santa Fe is known for is their margaritas. In fact, they even have a margarita trail you can do. But This place is known for having some of the best in the area. I'm really excited about trying their homemade jalapeno one. One of the things Gabriels is famous for is their tableside guacamole. And although Daniel doesn't like guacamole, kind of, it's one of my favorites. So I'm really excited about us trying this. Definitely doesn't disappoint. There are quite a few reasons why we love to go to local restaurants over the big chains. I would say my #1 thing that I love is you're always gonna find something new and unique on the menu that you can't really find anywhere else, making it a real experience.
And I would say, for me, it's that the best local restaurants are a representation of the local communities that they're in, and there's so much of that in the food that they cook, the drinks that they serve, and that's what makes it special for me.
Not to mention it's a great way to talk to some of the locals, the people who are working here, whether it's the bartender or your server. Ask them where some of their favorite places are. They're always game to give you great recommendations. Speaking of unique food, I got El Pastor tacos, except I got them vegetarian. So they're cauliflower and pineapple. So sure, maybe that's not your cup of tea, but this menu has so many cool, unique things like this that you really can't get anywhere else, which really makes it cool.
So I went with the combo platter. And here's the most interesting aspect. When asked if I wanted Christmas, I said yes. But what Christmas actually means is that you're getting a green chili and a red chili, which is why it's called Christmas, and they'll combine them in the dish. And that is a New Mexico staple. Who doesn't love Christmas? National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation is my favorite movie. What's your favorite Christmas movie now that we're talking about Christmas? Leave it in the comments below.
I'm pretty much obsessed with pineapples on everything, so I'm really excited how beautiful this taco is. When you've had great service at a local business, another really strong way to give back is to tip appropriately. If you've never been a server, you may not know how this works. So, 20% is a good tip for good quality service. If you have the ability to tip above and beyond that, that's just more you're giving back to the community. And that's a good thing. Not to mention, when you give a server a tip that's higher than 20%, you probably just made that human's day. So, there's that too. After an incredible dinner at Gabriels, one of my favorite things to do at a local restaurant is ask if they have favorite menu items that you can purchase to go. Like this guacamole, it's incredible. I would normally pick it up at a grocery store anyway, but now I have a local favorite, and it's wicked better than your normal grocery store guacamole. It's always a win. Almost all local businesses have featured products like this that you can purchase to go.
So you've seen how we've shopped local in Santa Fe.
But our efforts to shop local alone can only do so much.
Together though, we can make a difference, and this is your call to action.
There are 3 things that you can do today to help us get the Wanderlocal message out. The very first one is tell us about your favorite local business. Leave a comment below and give us their name and the city it's in, because we're going to be using this information to help determine what local businesses we're going to be featuring on our channel.
The next thing you can do is to share this video. Share it with your friends, share it with your family. Just get that Wanderlocal message out there to the world.
Last but certainly not least is when you're going and shopping there, make sure to take a video or take a quick photo and share it on your social profiles. When you do, make sure to use the hashtag Wanderlocal so that we can then share it on ours and feature your favorite local businesses as well.
But until next week, Wanderers,
take the time to go out and support a local business near you. And you know, Wanderlocal. After all, it's good for the soul.